Our first guest was nominated for an Academy Award for his role in Call Me By Your Name, and now he's earning Oscar buzz again for his amazing performance in Beautiful Boy. Please welcome Timothée Chalamet. Timothy.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming back. You actually were supposed to be here a couple of weeks ago, and then you got sick.
I know, I was genuinely sick.
Yeah.
I was genuinely sick.
Yeah,
truly.
well, it bummed me out. I was so excited, but then you're here, and I'm happy to see you again.
Thank you for having me back, and thank you, everyone, for being here.
Yes, welcome. If they weren't here, it'd be weird.
That would be a weird thing.
Just be me and you.
That's not normal to think, everyone.
Just quiet.
Yes. Yeah. Have you ever done that?
Yes, we actually did it as a joke. I did it with Will Ferrell. We did some weird thing where he showed up on a Saturday and nobody was here. And it was funny. So I think you're here for free clothes. Is that right?
Yes. You have like the best gear.
Thank you so much.
Like Ellen has very comfortable underwear. They're very tied to your body.
Yes, and you're always posting T-shirts. You're always wearing my T-shirt, the underwear. It's wonderful. But it seems like you need more clothes.
Well, that's why I'm here, because there's a bunch of new Ellen T-shirts in the back for me today.
That's right, there are. All right, so the last year, I mean, you're such a good actor. You're so amazing. You were nominated for an Oscar, and now you're nominated for tons of awards. You were just at the Golden Globes, and Beautiful Boy it's brilliant, and you're amazing in it.
Thank
you
you.
really are. It's just. I mean, really, if you haven't seen it, it's a very important film to see. It's fantastic, and it's Timothée, and it's Steve Carell, and it's about a very important subject matter, and he's just beautiful in it. Beautiful boy.
Beautiful.
Is it getting easier for you to go to these award shows now?
No, it's nerve-wracking. This is all nerve-wracking, honestly, but in a good way, and I'm very grateful for all of it. But you know, it's just a surreal thing to. Yeah, I've been looking up to everyone in these rooms basically my whole life, so it's a weird thing to be, because,
Yeah, and well, you deserve to be there. You're one of those people now that everybody's looking up to you. Seriously, but I love the way you dress. I think you're like, I mean, every time you just have such great style, and you wore the coolest thing to the Globes, and people didn't really understand who was that.
That's a Louis Vuitton, like Virgil Abloh. That's a designer who did it.
So it was fantastic, and people thought you were wearing a harness of some sort.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a bib. They told me it was a bib, and I had a friend send me a thing that, like sex dungeon culture is a thing where you wear harnesses. So maybe
that got a lot of pickup.
I didn't do it for that reason, but
yeah. Anyway, you always look so good, and you brought your mom.
Brought mom, yeah.
How was that?
That was great. We don't like. I was like excited to see Lady Gaga and Rami Malek, and she was like excited to see like Tony Shalhoub and Dick Van Dyke. So we're not like.
Well, there was somebody for everybody then.
Yeah, exactly. We're not the same type of fan, I guess. But it was great to be there with her, and she was really excited.
That's sweet. You brought her.
And it was great. And we danced with no shoes at the after party, and she wore off-white, which is like she didn't really. That's like a men's streetwear thing. So I didn't tell her that was like a men's streetwear thing. But look, there's a picture right there. We were having a great time. We were dancing together.
Yeah, you are. And so you're very close, and were you a good kid?
I was, yeah, I was a good kid. I mean...
That took too long.
Sorry, well, I had things to make up for, and I used to go on these cruise ships with my mom. Like, when I was like 8 to 12 years old, we would do these cruise ships together, and we were pulling into port once, and she was getting out of a shower, she was drying herself, and she went on the balcony just to, like, kind of go like, woo, as we were pulling into port. And just to, be funny, I locked the door, just locked the balcony door, and kind of like pretended to be like leaving the room, just kind of dancing about. And I thought it'd be really funny if I actually left the room and like gave it a minute or 2 minutes or something and like let her back in. And I waited like 3 minutes and I didn't have my key card after I realized. And like we were pulling, like our balcony was on the side of the...
Was she naked?
She was naked, yeah. That's not like a weird thing though when you're prepubescent, right?
No.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up, but I like ran the length of the ship a couple times and was like weeping and truly like, and finally got a key card. When I came back in, she had taken, there was like a little like foyer thing to put her feet, and she had like covered herself with it. She like threw. Anyway, I was devastated. I was really devastated.
Yeah.
She saw how devastated I was.
Right. But I mean, if you're pulling into port, there are people on the dock seeing her.
Seeing her, yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah. So yeah, you have some things to make up for.
Okay.
So you just shot Little Women.
Yeah,
with
I did.
Meryl Streep.
And Saoirse Ronan, who was just here.
And
Saoirse was at the Globes, like collecting weird stuff to bring on this show.
Yeah, she brought a bag full of like dead tulips and
Yeah.
and the.
But it was a really weird thing to see like happening.
Yeah.
She was there because like at the table where everyone's like sitting and she'd be like grabbing stuff and like putting it in her pocket.
And she said she was doing it for me.
And she said she was doing it for you.
That was really sweet.
So I didn't know what that meant. In fact, it
Yeah.
sounded like I don't know what was going on.
It's like a scavenger hunt or something like
yeah,
that.
like a little scavenger hunt.
So this is based on a true story, and explain the story.
Well, this is based on 2 memoirs. The movie's based on a memoir called Beautiful Boy, which is written by the father, David Sheff, and Tweak, written by Nick Sheff, who I play in the movie. It's about methamphetamine addiction and just the ups and downs that process can entail, especially from the perspective of a family member or a parent or a loved one or a sibling. I'm sure people in this audience right now have dealt with it either personally or know someone that has. And that's basically the incentive. That's why we made the movie with Steve Carell, is to try to be a mirror of sorts to what people are going through in our country right now. A lot of young people are going through this, and hopefully we did it some justice.
Yeah, it's amazing, and also it's so hard, as you see in the movie, for the parents to deal with this, because you're trying to be supportive, trying to be there, and then at some point you have to have tough love.
And yeah, exactly, and draw a line, and there is no there's no exact formula on how to beat this kind of thing, and it's devastating as a family member, as a parent, to see a loved one spin out. And the first thing we can do, I think, as a community, as a greater community, I guess as a country, is to be able to talk about it and not obliterate it with shame and taboo and embarrassment.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Steve Carell he's a hilarious guy, but his dramatic acting is just superb.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe I don't know in the past, but now who can do comedy to that level and drama to that level? And also he's just an amazing human being, a great father, and opens the van door for people to get out, and is just, and he's Michael Scott. He's The Office.
Did he know that you were a huge fan? Because I know you were a fan of The Office.
No, he didn't. I'm I 80% of my time with people that I've looked up to, I'm just trying not to reveal it, like right now.
Well, you just revealed it.
Yes.